It is time for us to greet once again. If it's the end of March, beginning of April, it's time to talk to the Indiana County Domestic Violence Sexual Assault Awareness Group Task Force. Ashley, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. Ashley Pisarcik with us this morning, and you brought a group of ladies with you today.
I did bring a pile of friends with me. The Indiana County Domestic Violence Sexual Assault Task Force is made up of so many different agencies in town, so we like to try to get a little sample from a couple different agencies. So we'll go around and have everyone introduce themselves and let you know what agency they're from.
Okay, but don't expect me to remember all your names, because I can't remember mine most days. Yours I remember, Jess.
Hi, I am Jessica Clark, and I am the Executive Director of the Care Center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Cheyenne Schultz, and I'm a victim advocate from the Alice Paul House.
Hi, I'm Jennifer McCroskey. I am the Sexual Violence Prevention Educator from the IUP Haven Project.
And I'm Jenna Petrone, and I'm the Vice President of the Domestic Violence Sexual Assault Task Force.
All right, so that's a lot of different angles from which to approach this topic. So, Ashley, where do you want me to start today?
Well, we came here today to talk a lot about the different events that are happening in April for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and April is also Child Abuse Prevention Month. So you'll see our banner across the courthouse representing both of those. It should be up here soon. I think on Friday the banner may be up. Okay. So we have different events that our task force is supporting. So I guess we could start with Jess to talk about some events that the Care Center has.
Okay, Jessica.
Well, thank you, Ashley. We are very excited at the Care Center. This is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Actually, I should say April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And we are getting ready to kick it off with our Pinwheels for Prevention at the Indiana Courthouse this Friday, March 29th at noon. We are going to be planting our pinwheels and recognizing all of the children in Indiana County who have been affected by abuse. We're very excited about this. We have chosen the pinwheel as our symbol because we wanted something that symbolized the innocence of these children and the hope that they can grow up and continue their lives.
Yeah, and the one thing I remember that we always want to emphasize about that is people can actually purchase pinwheels at the event, correct?
Absolutely. This is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, and we will be at the courthouse starting at 11:30 on Friday, and you can absolutely come and purchase a pinwheel. We will have them for sale. All of the proceeds go directly to children in Indiana County who have been affected by abuse.
Okay, very good, very good. I'm just going to let you be the manager here, Ashley, and you can.
I like being in charge.
Yeah, okay.
So, well, Cheyenne works at the Alice Paul House, and I know they have an event later this month that is a really fun time. So she'll tell you about it.
Yeah, and they've got a new building coming too. Cheyenne, you're up.
So we have our Cash Bash coming up on April 27th. That's going to be at the Grayston Sportsman Club in Homer City. And that event is used to just kind of raise awareness, and all the money raised goes directly to the victims or survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, victims of juvenile crimes, and other crimes.
Mm-hmm. So people can just show up? They don't need to?
Yep. If you wanted to purchase a ticket beforehand, you just got to contact our agency. We're more than happy. We're still selling tickets, or often you can buy a ticket at the door.
Okay. All right. And what are some of the things that will be going on there again?
So we have just kind of like door prizes. We have basket raffles. They'll be selling like some 50/50s, strip tickets, all kinds of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. And is everybody looking forward to the new digs?
Well, let's hope so.
Everybody wants to see you in your new place because it's going to be such a great advantage for what the mission is for Alice Paul House.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay.
Alice Paul House is definitely the heart of our agency or of our task force because they provide so much in this community. So we just want to encourage everyone to go out, support them as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
And then Jen's here from IUP, and they also have a big event this month that I'm telling you, it has changed me the past few years going to it, and I've taken my son, who's 12 now, to it, just to bring awareness to Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So
yeah, this one can touch a nerve, can't it, Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, good morning. Like Ashley said, we are actually preparing for Take Back the Night. Take Back the Night is our annual event that is held in April to talk about sexual assault, and we are encouraging anybody that's interested to come out. It's open to the IUP community. It's open to Indiana County. Anybody who's interested in coming out and standing there and supporting victims and survivors of sexual assault. So this is a big night for us. It is going to be on Wednesday, April 10th. If you are interested, we can come in and get t-shirts at 7:15. The march actually starts at 8 o'clock, and it starts in the Putt Delaney Courtyard on IUP's campus, and the march will take place. They will leave from Putt Delaney Courtyard and work their way up to the hub, and then we are going to have a speak out up in the Ohio Room. And in the speak out, it is a safe place for victims and survivors to share their stories, and it's a very empowering event. It gives people an opportunity to share what they've been through and share how they've overcome these events. And we really, truly encourage anybody that is interested to come out and take part of this, because it is a very impactful and powerful event. And we encourage the community to come out and also help support IUP as well.
Yeah, there are a few tears shed at that event, but there were cheers of triumph as well, aren't there?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is April the 10th.
Yes.
And you don't need to pre-register for that either.
No, you do not. And if you show up, while supplies last, we have T-shirts. We actually received a grant from Governor Wolf's office, the It's on SPA grant, and that is also funding some of the shirts, along with some programming. We are focusing a lot more on men as victims and men as allies. So we were provided with some more funding to be able to provide shirts. So if anybody shows up and is interested, they can come up and get a shirt. And we're going to have a drone there this year to be able to take pictures as well. So we're all very excited about that.
The overhead shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll be wonderful. And it's that's one of the things. I have 5 women in the studio with me now, but to bring the men in on this conversation as well, there has to be that element, doesn't there?
Definitely. We want to show there's a balance. There are so many people that don't necessarily report what is going on, and we want to stress that this is not just an IUP issue. This happens everywhere. Mm-hmm. It happens in the Indiana community. It happens nationwide. So we want to just come out and support our community and really encourage everyone to step up and say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this. We are going to help try to change that culture.
Absolutely. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashley?
No, that's about all of our
That's
events we
it,
have
huh?
for April. We just ask that, as always, for this community to remember we're here. Mm-hmm. The task force is to bring our agencies together so we can communicate with one another to provide support. If someone comes up to Jen and needs help from the Alice Paul House, she has a direct contact. We can work with each other to try to promote and encourage a safe place for this community. I mean, we all live here, and we want it to be the best place possible. So.
Yeah. And if somebody has a couple of extra dollars in their pocket, they can think of the Care
Always
Center.
helps.
They can think of the Alice Paul House. There are plenty of causes, aren't there?
Absolutely. And it's more, it's about the money. Obviously, every agency needs funding and fundraising, but it's also about the awareness of these issues. So people can see, Take Back the Night's powerful. There's a huge group of people walking around in support. Mm-hmm. So if you were a victim, survivor of abuse, and you see that, it's all these people, men, women, young, old, are here for me. Alice Paul House, Care Center, if children are victimized, women and men can be victims. There's people in this community who are here for you, and we want to try to get you to the right help and support you may need.
Yeah, there you go. You're absolutely right. I always call Take Back the Night. I always call that IUP and Indiana's most courageous night.
Yeah.
Because to the amount of courage that is shown on that night would beat anything. All right. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in to tell us about it. Pinwheels on the courthouse on Friday, correct?
Friday at noon, we will be there. The pinwheels will be up for the entire month of April. So every time you drive past the courthouse, you will see them.
Cheyenne, tell me again your event date and time.
April 27th, and the doors open at 4 p.m.
Okay. And Take Back the Night is April the 10th.
April the 10th at 8 o'clock, the march will start.
Ladies, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.